let us see how to do a quantitative estimation of various elements in organic compound. Okay. The same experiment which is used for deducting the copper and hydrogen is used here for quantitative estimation also. So, the compound which contains carbon and hydrogen is made to react with the excess oxygen. Okay, it is made to react with the excess oxygen Okay. So, this is made to react with the excess oxygen and in the presence of carbon monoxide, in the presence of copper oxide. Okay. So, we get, once you get this thing, we get the excess of this thing. So, this has to be y by 4 because the CO2 should be formed C plus, okay. So, x amount of CO2 will be formed and y by 2 of, this is y. So, this is this thing, y by 2 of H2O will be formed. The CO2 and this thing formed is now this collected over anhydrous calcium chloride, and H2O is H2O is collected in anhydrous calcium chloride. And this is CO2 is collected in KOH. Okay. So, collected in KOH. So, the increase with the known quantity of KOH, okay, known weight. So, from the increase in the weight, the increase in the weight is due to the presence of carbon dioxide. So, increase in weight is due to CO2 and the increase in weight here is due to water. So, from the water and this thing we can find out this thing, say in case if there are m grams of the compound, you know that m grams of the compound. So, in the m grams of compound, whereas this is water is 18. So, 18 by 44 and carbon dioxide is, the water is 18 and so yeah, if it is the n grams of, okay, one by one let us see. And because now the carbon, quantity of carbon is equal to, carbon is 12 by 44, okay, 12 by 44 and whatever is the increase in weight. Increase in weight, say for example, is M1, that is MCO2 into MCO2 by M into 100 gives the percentage quantity of copper, percentage quantity of carbon. Similarly, here the percentage quantity of H2O will be two by 18 into MH2O by M into 100. Okay. So, MH2O by the thing into 100. So, this is the way we are calculating the quantities of the percentage of carbon and percentage of water. Once we know this, we can, from there, we can find out what may be the total thing. Okay. So the whole apparatus involved will be like, say, you can take it in a, okay. So this is a compound. In this compound, it is you are heating the compound with the Bunsen flame. This contain this contain this is the compound. It is heated. Okay, and this is the stand which holds the whole thing, and then this is able to, this is made to pass through okay, this is able to pass through two U tubes. Containing KOH and anhydrous CaCl2. So this is the whole apparatus involved. So this happens in the presence of excess oxygen and in the presence of the copper oxide. Okay. So compound plus copper oxide. Okay, this is how the quantitative estimation of hydrogen and quantitative estimation of hydrogen and quantitative estimation of hydrogen. Okay, it's not water. Yeah, quantitative of percentage quantity of hydrogen and percentage quantity of carbon are found out. So now, how to estimate the quantity of nitrogen? So here we are using Dumas method, where the organic compound is heated. Okay, the organic compound is heated with copper oxide, Cu, in the presence of CO2. Okay, and in this we get the nitrogen. The nitrogen which is evolved is measured. The volume of nitrogen which is evolved is measured, and then from the then it is also converted to, the volume is converted to volume of nitrogen at room temperature. So volume of nitrogen at STP, or at sorry, this is the volume of nitrogen collected at the room temperature. So this has to be converted to volume of nitrogen at STP. So volume of nitrogen at STP will be this volume, if this volume is V1. So P1 V1 by T1 into 273. Okay, whereas P1 is P1 V1 by T1 into 273. This gives the 273, that of course whatever the pressure is there, it has to be converted to atmospheric pressure. So this is into 760. Here P1 will be atmospheric pressure minus aqueous tension. So this is collected at in the presence of water, so minus aqueous tension. And T1 is room temperature. So once the volume at STTP is known, so that volume, so percentage of nitrogen will be 28 by 22,400 Okay, 28 by 22,400 into, if the mass of the metal is m grams. Okay. Okay, this is so 28 by 2400 into V by M into 100. So this is the percentage of nitrogen. So apart from Dumas method, we can estimate using, we can estimate nitrogen during, with the Geldahl's method also. For nitrogen, and we can use Carrier's method for halogens. Okay, Carrier's method for halogens and sulfur. Okay, Carrier's method for this thing and sulfur, and phosphorus is through ammonium molybdate. Okay, so using the reactions ammonium molybdate, which we have already seen, the sulfur X and S is calculated using Carrier's method, and of course we, if you want oxygen, after finding out all the percentages, deduct them to get the oxygen. You can also get oxygen for oxygen reduction. I mean, oxygen. You can actually heating the compound with I2O5 and the CO2 evolved is converted to percentage of O2. Okay. So these are the different ways in which the deduction, the quantitative deduction of various compounds are made. Okay. So for oxygen, you know very well that whatever by this thing, that is 32 by 88 into M1 by M into this thing.